The University of Cincinnati and the Research Experience for Teachers presents So What? A summary of engineering investigations.
Wow, I am really thirsty. Teaching about atoms and molecules always makes me so parched. I wish I could bring my water bottle into the science lab.
Well, there is a good reason for that rule. You wouldn't want to get any contaminants from the lab into your water and then drink it.
True, but sometimes I wonder if there are already contaminants in my drinking water.
That reminds me of the field trip we took last summer to Cincinnati Waterworks.
Oh yeah. Visiting the Miller treatment plant was really interesting and definitely made me think about where my water comes from.
Me too. I was shocked to learn water from my faucet at home comes from the Ohio River on the east side of Cincinnati. That's more than 18 miles away from our school.
I know. And that one facility supplies water to 3 counties in Ohio and 1 in Kentucky. Can you believe that in our area alone we consume 136 million gallons of water each day?
That's crazy. Now that I know just how much water we use, I pay attention to ways I can save water during my daily routine. Even small things like turning off the water while I brush my teeth and taking shorter showers can help reduce how much water my family needs.
Those are really good ideas, especially since making the water safe to use is such a complicated process. Weren't you surprised to learn that there are so many steps in the water treatment process?
I was definitely surprised. Let's see if we can remember all the steps that occur between when the water gets pumped in from the Ohio River until when you turn on the faucet at home.
First, the water is taken up from the Ohio River by use of the pump station at an intake point.
Then as the water traveled from the pumps to the first settling tank, settling aids, called coagulants, were added to the water. In the first settling tank, most solids are removed from the water.
From the settling tank, the water is transferred into one of 2 large reservoirs. These reservoirs can hold up to 380 million gallons of water.
That is a lot of water. Why are the reservoirs so large?
Great question. Remember that our water comes from the Ohio River, and there are many people who live upstream of us on the river. If something gets spilled upstream, Greater Cincinnati Waterworks can use the water from the reservoirs instead of pumping in water from the river. When the contaminant passes Cincinnati moving downstream, the intake valves are reopened.
Interesting. In the next step, the pH of the water is adjusted, and it is prepared for final treatment by passing through the final settling tanks.
Good memory. Next, the water passes through a rapid sand filter. Each filter can process 5 million gallons per day. This process can remove any remaining solids or bacteria.
In the next step, the water finally gets to the granular activated carbon beds. Carbon is very efficient in removing any remaining contaminants or organic compounds. The carbon they use at Cincinnati Waterworks is actually very similar to the charcoal found in aquarium filters.
And just like an aquarium filter, a single batch of carbon cannot remove contaminants with maximum efficiency forever. In order to reactivate it, the carbon is transferred to a very hot furnace to be prepared for reuse.
From the carbon bed, the pH is adjusted again, and chlorine and fluoride are added to the water. Chlorine is a disinfectant, and helps to make the water very clean. Fluoride helps protect the tooth enamel of people drinking the water.
The water treatment process is finally done. Until the water is needed, it is stored in distribution reservoirs until it is pumped out to consumers.
Great job. I'm glad we were able to remember all the steps. Learning about water treatment was interesting and fun.
Most definitely. But it isn't only the people working at treatment plants that need to care about water quality. We all need to do our part to conserve water and to reduce the amount of contaminants we add into the water every day.